Hey guys, it's Will. Hopefully you're having a great day today. So I'm here at the airport. I wanted to do some coverage on Big Bear AI. How many guys have seen how many airports are getting the Big Bear AI technology at them? Going through security at multiple airports, I've seen the Big Bear logo, and they're scanning your face at a lot of the places where you're entering and exiting, and they have a lot of contracts. Now, before I get into this video, I just want to do some preface. We've had some people comments recently that say, Will, how could you possibly cover this stock? You're scamming people, or do you know that they have all these lawsuits against the stock? This is terrible that you're covering this stock. Like, literally, people are telling me these things that are pretty straightforward, as being that they don't really know much about the stock. And I consider all of your guys' comments. So if you guys have comments about the company, feel free to drop them. It's just, if you have like 0 subscribers, you have no following whatsoever, and you're just regurgitating some fabricated news or something that you're telling me that this is the way it is, when you have no platform and you haven't even shown that what you're saying is worth listening to, but it's just coming from a place of negativity, there's not going to be any reason why I'm going to listen to it. In fact, I'll probably delete the comment because a lot of them are actually misinformation. So when it comes to some of the comments, I see them on here, even see them on some other stocks as well. Just got to let you guys know, if I click on your profile and you got 0 subscribers, you got no platform, you don't have any content or research that's covering the actual platform, then I'm not going to listen to you. And it's probably not true. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So those of you guys watching, before you go and comment, Will, do you know they have lawsuits against the company and everything else? Every single stock, if I just search BBAI right now, but every single stock is going to have different lawsuits. And some people are saying that this is like a fraud situation, but it's very clearly just simply a slight change in their financials that they might have to adjust later, but there is no reason that it should be seen as fraud. This happens all the time, especially when they had a recent merger. But if you take a look at some of the articles, you have these LLCs, these LLPs, these different lawyers that are saying, "Are you an investor in AI? Contact us, contact us, contact us." None anywhere do you see actual investors that are attacking Big Bear AI or anything. It's all these law firms that are saying, we're going to sue them, we're going to do a class action if we get enough people that want to try and recover some losses from the recent market correction here, this correction, then we're going to make them a bunch of money. So reach out to us. That's basically what it is. It's like the old, have you recently been in a car accident? Call blah 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 law firm, and I'll make sure that your money is in your hands. Right? It's the exact same thing. It's like, is your car extended warranty out? You might be entitled to more money. That's what all these companies are doing. And so you just have to keep that in mind. You could look at this recent restate Big Bear AI. This is a recent forward-looking statement. You can see it says, the technology provider for AI and defense, national security, travel, trade, announced it's going to publish its first quarter earnings release on Thursday, May 1st at approximately 4:15. They didn't say anything about quarter 4, but they just announced that they're going to announce quarter 1. So not really saying anything there. But again, like, there is always lawsuits like this against companies. And I mean, the same thing happened with Super Microcomputer, right? Super Microcomputer, they had some, like, they're literally comparing the two. Super Microcomputer, SMCI, had the exact same thing happen, where they had some misreportings in their financials. The stock tanked. You could see, look at this. This is when it happened. It was before February. It was back here. This is what happened right here. It tanked, even though they had good earnings. It tanked down to here in November. And then, oh, what do you know? It was just a slight misreport, and they are fixing the financials. They start to fix it. What happens? The stock rebounds from $17 up to 66 before selling back down to 31. So basically 2x from where it was during, you saw all the lawsuits of all these companies saying, are you entitled to money based on the Supermicro computer loss? Contact us now. And then what do you know? It's just a restate on the earnings, and then the stock recovers, 100, 200%, and now it's at $31. Not to mention that there was a bunch of news during the same time when Supermicro computer had this happen, where, and this is a funny thing, they would say Nvidia is no longer partnered with them because of this issue. They even fabricate that type of news. And then in their earnings report with Nvidia, Jensen states, yeah, we're still working with Supermicro and we continue to work with them. So what happens? They start to rebound. So, Big Bear AI, same thing. You see all these articles. I wouldn't think too much of it. And look, if you think I'm misleading you guys, people think that, you can comment, but be sure to show me the research you've done. Be sure to show me the hard evidence that shows there's literal fraud happening or something like that. See, look, pending class action. They're waiting. The law company is saying, if we get enough people that want to try and claim, then maybe we could sue for them, and then we can, do it. They'll pay us, or we can maybe get some payouts. And this is exactly what happens. It's pending, for that reason. So again, if I go to your profile though, and you say something like this, and then you don't have hard, real reasons that literally say that they're committing fraud or something like that, then your comment's probably going to get deleted. I'm going to be honest. Like, you can comment it, maybe I'll leave it, but it's like, just keep that in mind. Okay. So BigBear.ai, if you take a look at their company though, from perspective of their contracts, we know that they recently cut down some debts. We know that we've seen them literally at the airports, like I've seen them. We know that they got U.S. Navy seaports. They got Department of Defense. They're working with the Pentagon as well. They're working with supply chain management, national security, and they have some softwares that are being implemented even at the borders. You can see DoD, Department of Homeland Security, intelligence community, and others. So they also got an Army contract, 160 million, somewhere in there. So just keep in mind. That's all I'm going to say when it comes down to the recent kind of news. We do see, if we take a look at BBAI stock here on the chart, realize here, since the peak of $10, now they're back down to this $2.50 range. They are still holding above this previous support. We'll see if they hold. It's kind of this trend that's happening, and I think we even have it mapped out. Let me show the drawings. There we go. That's the exact trend. Kind of this downtrend that's happening, and we drew this back here 2 days ago, and it's still holding. It actually held yesterday and the day before at this level, and it's starting to recover. So maybe we do see that move up to that 294. That's actually what I was anticipating as the overall direction. We believe could still remain up. So we'll see how that plays out. When it comes down to the stock, guys, we do trade it quite often. If you guys want to see us trade it live, I would encourage you, simply take a look. We have a good Friday sale. Market's obviously closed today, but the market will be open on Monday, and we go live at 6:30 a.m. if you want to be there. On top of that, the sale for Good Friday is just till the weekend's over this weekend. So if you want to be there, get lifetime access to the community of like-minded individuals and watching me trade live. It's that second link in the description. There's a coupon there in the description just for this weekend. So feel free to take advantage of that sale. If you guys have any thoughts on Big Bear, what you think the future holds, comment below. If I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. Do consider subscribing. See you guys in the next video. Take care.
All I know is that